Okay, so this story comes to us from Jason Johnson at The Root. So, the most iconic photo of the Ferguson, Missouri protest, if not the entire Black Lives Matter movement, is of Edward Crawford defiantly throwing a tear gas canister back at riot police, and now he's dead. Crawford was found shot to death Thursday night in his car, just like activist Darren Seals in 2016 and protester DeAndre Joshua the night of the Ferguson verdict in 2014. The latter two had gunshot wounds to the head and their cars were lit on fire. Crawford, it is believed by police, shot himself in the backseat of his car either in an attempted suicide or by accident. Yeah, right. Liars. Given the justifiable lack of trust between local activists, black residents, and the police, however, questions remain about this story. In order to bring justice to Crawford, his family, and the entire Black Lives movement, it's about time we started asking tough questions about their deaths. Actually, it's long overdue. The question should have been asked. So, Missouri State Senator Maria Chappelle Nadal broke the news on Twitter this morning that Crawford had been killed. What was striking is not just the anguish in her tweets, but also the details she provides. Quote, her tweet, Edward Crawford is dead, found in his car, shot to death. He is Ferguson's hero. For those of us tear-gassed, he was our local champion, R.I.P. Then she tweets another one. Thank you. It is now not coincidental. There is a murderer targeting activists from Ferguson. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch initially noted only that Crawford died of gunshot wounds. It now says that the death was reported to the medical examiner's office as a suicide, but the medical examiner hasn't issued an official cause of death yet, pending an autopsy. The Dispatch's report conveniently leaves out that Crawford's death is strikingly similar to that of Seals and Joshua, whose deaths were so similar that even the St. Louis Police Department thought they were linked by the same killer. Chappelle Nadal, who represents Ferguson and is a firebrand for the Black Lives Matter movement, has been following the tragic story as it happened and has expressed doubts about the cause of Crawford's death. Quote, I found out this morning another young man from my district died in the same fashion as 2 or 3 other people who were active in Ferguson, she said in a speech on the Missouri Senate floor today around 9:15 a.m. The people who were murdered at this point, they were all people who have been seen prominently in the media. Chappelle Nadal noted to The Root that there are over 5,000 militia groups in Missouri, and anyone seeking to strike a symbolic blow against the Black Lives Matter movement could easily be behind the actions. Quote, he gave us the reason to say fight back, fight back, fight back, she said this morning. No matter if it was a suicide, a mistake, or a murder, he's gone. This is somebody who represents the movement. This is another prominent person from the Ferguson movement. Wow. So rest in power to that brother and his family. I definitely don't think it was suicide. No coincidences. He was murdered. So with that said, if you'd like more news, updates, or information, please subscribe to @yourblackworld.net. My name is Yurima Karama at Your Black World News. If you'd like to know more about myself, go to my webpage, www.yurimakarama.com/intro. Go there to check out my bio, my performance dates and locations, as well as for booking. You can book me either for speaking engagements or spoken word poetry, as well as hip hop. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Black Junction, more us. With that said, I'm out. One.